Licenses of 12 ultrasound centers cancelled in Manipur this year for violating provisions of Preconceptions and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act 1994 by determining gender of fetuses. Declining birth rate of girl child leads to growing imbalance in sex ratio. Allegations surface against officials of Board of Secondary Education Manipur for allegedly violating High Court order by refusing to accept textbook printing paper consignments meant for academic sessions 2026. CSOs and leaders from various communities emphasize that prevailing crisis in Manipur will end only when there is unity and harmony among the indigenous communities. MPCC General Secretary P. Sarat Chandra raises serious concerns over excessive use of concentrated chemicals in Imphal River water treatment, warning that it poses grave health risks. And Governor, Speaker, MLAs, political parties and various organizations extend Christmas and New Year 2026 greetings to people, calling for peace, hope and progress. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm BABINA, HAJARIMAYUM, bringing the top stories and latest news at this hour. Licenses of 12 ultrasound centers were cancelled in Manipur this year for allegedly violating the provisions of Preconceptions and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Regulations and Prevention of Misuse Act 1994 by determining the gender of fetuses. With these cancellations, the total number of ultrasound centers whose licenses have been scrapped in the state has risen to 44 so far. This was stated by State Nodal Officer for Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques (PC and PNDT), Dr. Huidrom Suzata, during a state-level media sensitization workshop held today. The workshop on Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques was organized at the Conference Hall of Directorate of Family Welfare Services, BT Road, Imphal. It was jointly organized by State PC and PNDT Cell, Directorate of Family Welfare Services and State Health Society NHM Manipur. Addressing the workshop, Dr. Suzata expressed serious concern over the declining birth rate of girl children in the state, identifying the misuse of prenatal diagnostic techniques as a major contributing factor. She revealed that up to November this year, only 938 girls were born for every 1,000 boys in Manipur, leading to a growing imbalance in the sex ratio that could have long-term demographic consequences. Dr. Suzata further noted that despite legal prohibitions, the practice of female infanticide continues in the society. She reiterated that prenatal gender determination is strictly illegal. Director of Family Welfare Services, Dr. N. Bino, Additional Director, Dr. Samorjit Ningombam, and Joint Director, Dr. Sonia Irengbam, also attended the workshop.
State PCP portal, I'm also quite sad. Portal is quite long level. The same as registration of the Kununza, online registration of the Duga Makata portals, the family website, portals incorporate family.mn.gov.in online center of any PNDT convening so that we can have currently have time to time. Update data
Allegations have surfaced against officials of Board of Secondary Education Manipur for allegedly violating a Manipur High Court order by refusing to accept textbook printing paper meant for the academic session 2026. BOSM reportedly declined to receive the printing paper procured from outside the state despite a court directive issued in the interest of students. The matter came to light following a complaint by L. Japan, proprietor of Ibudo Margin Print and Advertising. Speaking in this regard, Japan stated that BOSM had earlier approached his firm for the supply of textbook printing paper as well as answer sheets for high school leaving certificate examinations 2026. However, he alleged that a company which failed to secure the textbook printing tender subsequently filed a case in court, thereby obstructing the procurement of printing paper from outside Manipur. Japan said that Manipur High Court, in its order dated December 8, permitted the transportation and acceptance of the printing paper to ensure that students do not suffer due to delays. Acting in compliance with the court's directive, Ibudao Margin Print and Advertising transported the printing paper, which bears watermarks of BOSEM and the company and conforms to NCERT guidelines. According to Japan, the consignments were transported via Jiri Road. 2 vehicles carrying the printing paper reached Imphal yesterday, while the remaining 5 vehicles are currently en route. However, Japan alleged that when the vehicles arrived at BOSEM office for unloading, police personnel stopped them, citing instructions from BOSEM officials, including the chairman, not to accept the printing paper regardless of the court order. Terming the incident a blatant disregard of the High Court's directive, Japan urged the governor, concerned authorities and student organizations to intervene and ensure immediate acceptance of the printing paper in the larger interest of students.
I pujara'iba chese NCERT na amadi NIT na punamak loinama fulfill tawba habidi board of secondary education thaba watermark amadi aigi company ge logo ga yaraga ngasi gari ani yore hayengdi amu Dimapur degi lakpa gari che ahum yorani aduga hangchitna musomo gari ani roni pulamna gari tareta yorokadabani pujara'iba chese lakadaba 2026 ta tanggodoreba lari number amadi exam gi answer script oigadaba paper oiba court ki order laina board na che loction bidaba habase akhoi su yamna nuai taba amasu
Advisor of Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur Asankasar emphasized that the prevailing crisis will only end when there is unity and harmony among the indigenous communities. He made the statement in connection with distribution of food items to internally displaced persons during Christmas Eve, jointly carried out by Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur, Imphal Naga Forum, Thadao leaders, Liangmai leaders and Meitei Pangal CSOs. The relief items were provided to displaced people taking shelter at Sawambung Relief Camp and Lamboy Kongnangkong Relief Camp. Speaking further, he wished for an end to the crisis with coming off the Christmas festival and urged for unity and understanding among the different indigenous communities of the state. Asankasar appealed to the people of both communities to forgive and forget the unfortunate deeds done during the height of the crisis and added that the government has a huge role to play in resolving the crisis.
Central government na yamna serious oina lawradi normalcy la ningai gi restore toningai police ama roadmap ama semladi ilai na lambi di lehina khoi di haijaninge aduna masila ko yaba lambi lei adu lambi do kanana semgadara hairaga government na semgadaba adugi responsible person singna aduna hana khoi peace committee ama leiraga thabak tawradi soidana peace hanjangani haina tawrambane adu mapung phaba ngamkide adu adak chahi anobla lakpasida peace purakabadi yaroi sumaina landum tawra leiba yadabnena Project Center government na su yam serious oina lobo mong da koi khra ui praja laibina riba kaluk mayam na su sogat pire herega unity ama atopa lairiba jati mayam sina punsallaga peace puraningai akhoina lep laga thabak dawmina radi soidana santi du purapang ngamgani.
Thadao leader Michael Lamzathang Thadao, who was also present at the occasion, stressed that in life there are changes. He commented that 2 years ago, he thought it would be impossible for him to return to Imphal. He also expressed that in due time, all IDPs will also return to their native homes. Additionally, Kokomi convener Kuraiza Matoba commended the noble initiative of extending relief provisions to the displaced people who had been on strike demanding to return to their native homes since December 1.
Bible ki matang da oirasu or humanity ki matang oirasu handagi thodok hai tare si da bahap tanadaba mayam singse ekhoi cheningai leitaba mi mayam Manipur gi khoi chen ba yadaba Assam or Nagaland or Mizoram or Burma ne khoi Google kam suk to roi ba akhoi je sidagi sigi lebak se khoi gi iramdam ne sidagi hodok pane akhoi je yelomi ama oina
Christmas kumaina lakpada angamba chini amade chana no polam hawai karikra mayam no pubirakdana IDP sing asigi kitang dongorsu akhoi gi awabada saruk yari amadi makoi gi awana singsida angamba kadong mating pangjagani haidana
All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko President Sorokhaibam Sanjoy called upon the people from all communities to strive for peace and unity. He delivered the appeal while presenting Christmas gifts to 11 churches in Imphal area today. The gifts were extended by Amuko along with its allied organizations such as MSF, COHER, Poirei Leimarol and Amawova. Gifts were handed out to MBC Church Chingmeirong, Tangkul Baptist Church Chingmeirong, Naikanlong Baptist Church, Seventh-day Adventist Church Chingmeirong, Koireng Colony Baptist Church, Paumai Baptist Church Imphal, Mau Baptist Church, Tangkul Baptist Church New Chekon, Kom Church Golapati, Maring Church New Chekon, Imol Church Sangai Pro and Chiru Church Sangai Pro.
Koi amana amagi awaba matam da mating panasi apun Manipur amba sahi lisang singna sahi lising ka regliba Manipur ase makha tan lehenba asoba daite lomina si ngasi mapung oirba india gomena akoida sanariba black laws dividing policy ethnic line da pusalabiba common right sing akoida masak mona khangle adu maram aduna government india amni mag submit machinery singna kuduk lekadabani maram di Manipur ase yamna ing chikka pamba dharma jati khaidaba kanglu bijati khaidaba kendaba kaya lergaso manabna lipun orga Apunba Manipur ama sagalaga ngasi pawol laglibani maram aduna asigoloba Christmas ki lagba tanja sida akoi mangana akoi Christian sappa amdi akoi Manipur da lekben pumkudimakta yakpa pawjam pijabolena akoi happy merry Christmas amdi New Year wish bizari.
Also speaking on the occasion, MBC Church Pastor Reverend Juan Kamang Daimai urged for concerted efforts in resolving issues of the state.
Loop mga sina ching chong na akoi iram dan si hen apabigi purak pangambagi loop o hen biu hai si thamja bolena akoi Christmas lakpagi madugi message si thamning message akoi si hoi jat bizat khaidaruna Christian dharma Hindu Snamhi pangan adu adalitin akoi si nungsiba akoi dakatai akoi nungsi si hai si masigi message ni aruga akoi amamambu kupi basi dakale hai si kupi balita di akoi himinaba si ngamde nungsi na si amamam nungsi na si akoi Christmas lappa golena iramdam da ingtataptaba nungsiba madu shona miyam gi thamoi nungda aramaina bopi ba dugumba pibi oijesno.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee General Secretary P. Sarachandra today raised serious concerns over the deteriorating quality of water in Imphal River, warning that it is no longer fit for human consumption and poses grave health risks. Sarachandra cautioned that the use of large quantities of concentrated chemicals to treat polluted river water could increase the presence of cancer during components, thereby endangering public health. Earlier in the day, members of Hengang Block Congress Committee led by Sarachandra visited several stretches of Imphal River under the Hengang Assembly constituency and parts of Sekmai to assess the condition of the water. During the inspection, the team reportedly found that the river water at multiple locations was unfit for human use. The delegation also observed large-scale quarrying activities in parts of Sekmai, where the use of industrial machinery has severely polluted the river. He said unregulated practices such as washing of sand and gravel directly in the river were found to be contributing significantly to the degradation of water quality. He said, speaking to media, Sarachandra highlighted that Imphal River is the primary source of water for residents of Hengang who depend on it for domestic use, washing and agricultural irrigation. He noted that highly polluted water drawn in pump houses requires excessive use of alum and bleaching powder for treatment, which could increase the risks of diseases and other serious health issues. Calling for immediate intervention, Sarachandra urged the government and relevant departments to take urgent steps to curb pollution, regulate quarrying activities, and restore the health of the river in the larger interest of public welfare.
Manipur Sarkar Ladiba, Industry Department Bu Wegera, Environmental Department Bu Wegera, Pollution and Control Department Bu Wegera, I could ising Naiva Sekari, Karam and Nehelo, the Gay Manipur Sarkar Gisu Kokara, Tadabida Taragadi, Lena Kaya Tolopi, Laying Bungam the Pivum the Sulakani, Nung Kolaga Pashata Liva, Nung Samaga Pashata Livichilino Sinaso, Ketan Kanbiraga, I Quigi, Wewa Kandugi, Contanatana, Shamaja Sisukaram Hingada, I could ising a say, How's your hiding island in Nairavina, Mashako Hingaroy having it leire maramaduna manipur de leiriba parja khuding mangna amadi sarkar na aikhoi chamana ba khongpham am leminaraga kendra de leiriba chilinaw mayam na su chamana ba khongpham am leminaraga aikhoi ising ase amuk tang di aikhoi niyom chumba natural water amtang shell na ba khoi myam hona minasi.
Despite water being supplied to several areas under the Public Health Engineering Department's Augmentation Water Supply Scheme at Waithopad, residents of nearby localities continue to face acute water shortage. According to local resident and protester Maimom Inau, the affected communities had submitted a memorandum to the governor and relevant department on December 8, seeking potable water supply within 1.5 months. However, he alleged that no action has been taken so far. Expressing frustration over the prolonged neglect, residents blocked the water supply system today as a mark of protest, demanding immediate intervention by the authorities to ensure equitable distribution of safe drinking water. The protesters warned that the agitation would continue until their demands are addressed and potable water supply is restored to the affected areas.
EHD Tawanda for Kangan Jakiba, Gerald Memorandum, Ishan Jakibagi, Waron Tamjakare, Taramangani, Watam Pijakibani, Narang 23 December 2025, Sida Lujabani, Maramaduna, Ekoi Nasi, Makatana, Kariba, Darana, Sipangok Jabni, Aduga Loina Nangasi, Equina, Darana, Sigi Makatara, when the Satajagadoripasi, Haiba, water supply, Asida, Asida Giakogi, Sing Piba, Sing Puduna, Koyimapam from the Taribasi, Ekoi, Lady Bapaga, Sing Asigi, Apamba, Tajabase, Mari Lenabagi. Pipe ting to sing Piragani Haiba, Hydriba Power, Tinjare.
Joint Youth Development Committee Mayang Imphal alleges that contractors had withdrawn money for construction of Belly Bridge built over Imphal River connecting Mayang Imphal and Wabagai constituency without completing work. Joint Youth Development Committee President Chesam Achoba alleges that contractors had withdrawn the money for construction of Belly Bridge without completing the actual work and want to seek intervention from Governor and Chief Secretary in the matter. Speaking to media persons today in this regard, Achoba revealed that 4 bridges are being constructed between Mayang Imphal and Wabagai constituency under PMGSY, and 2 out of these 4 bridges have been completed and people have started using them. He noted that 2 bridges built at Uchiwa and Bengun Lokok are still lying incomplete despite directives from relevant department to complete work by 2022. He lamented that the funds have been withdrawn before completions of the work, and despite taking the matter to Vigilance Department, no action has been taken up in the matter.
Miamgi Lagado development since Lahandanaba, Honarabra, Haibadugi, Tinable, Masigi Matang, the Nikuna, Manipur Governor, CAP Doriba, Duga, Sigi Matang, the Ladiba, Aquina Hosik, Manam Langak, Rambadigi, Hosiki, Governor Salaiba Dumba, Piarlangak, Hena Miamgi, Home Topa, the gate of Home Topa development in Taura Adra, Haraga, Hena Mosan, Piam the Lak was in Maramoracanda, Masigi, Manipur Governor, Atumatam, the Marina department since the being Sambigani, Haibagit Hazard, Hamjari, Lena Masigi Matang, the Atumatam, the Marina Bakuski Hariba, Governor, the Adegi Kopito, the PB Abasing the Piraga, left on a queen of Sagini.
IRED Public launches indefinite strike of Imphal Cycle Road over negligence of authorities of terrible road condition. As part of the indefinite strike, public Salantong and Haikrumakong areas placed logs and other odd objects to block the road. The strike affected the movement of people and vehicles. Speaking to media persons at the agitation, Kurai Kunfamlen Lemeril Sintakanglup, Vice President Thoinu Huidrom, pointed out that Imphal Cycle, which is an important route of the state, has been lying in dilapidated condition for a long time due to negligence of authorities and relevant department. She lamented that during the rainy season, commuters face extreme inconvenience as the road becomes mud and slime, and in dry seasons, dust render the road almost untraversable. She added that people who live along the sides of the road have developed health issues such as breathing problem due to the dust and debris. Thoinu furthermore warned that the strike will continue until authorities give the assurance to repair the road.
Lamrong to Saikun Bausigi Lambineba, ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯨꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯥ 2-3 ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯉꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯈꯕꯔꯗ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯤ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯝ ꯁꯤꯗꯩꯗꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯕꯟꯁꯦ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯤꯅꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯤꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯁꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯀꯛꯇꯅ ꯕꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯗꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯨꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯡ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯅ ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝꯗ ꯒꯥꯔꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯑꯁꯣꯛ ꯑꯄꯟ ꯅꯪꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯥ ꯁꯥꯔꯒꯅ ꯎꯐꯨꯟꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯧꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯅꯍꯥ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯈꯥꯛꯇꯅ ꯂꯣꯛ ꯊꯨꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯥꯟꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗꯩꯗ ꯋꯥꯃꯟꯗꯅ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯇꯗꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯕꯅꯤ
Peace activist Malim Thongam alleged that people from the Kuki community are opposing peace initiatives at a time when the rest of the population is yearning for peace and normalcy in the state. Malim made the allegation on the sidelines of an interaction program with Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee General Secretary P. Sarat Chandra and representatives of Haingang Block Congress Committee at Haingang Maibakul Mayai Laikai. During the program, Sarat Chandra handed over monetary assistance to Malim, who recently completed a peace mission by cycling from Delhi to Imphal to spread the message of harmony and reconciliation in Manipur. Praising her initiative, Sarat Chandra lauded Malim's efforts in promoting peace and assured continued support for her future endeavours. Speaking on the occasion, Malim appealed to the public for sustained support and collective efforts to restore peace and normalcy in the state.
All community puna mangna state khudingi lairiba citizen pumna mangna ni support tawi adubu Manipur lansalakwa matamda Manipur dagi separate administration demand taliba Kuki community maru oina kotu isilinau singi maikai dagi di agi khongchat sigi matangda hakthengna yaningdaba phongdoi aduga moi peace pam de haibagi pot ama sumi yamda mayek sengna uhangre example haibabu aina Kangpokpi crossing tawraga Imphal tamna lakjage miyamna support tawbiyu haibada aigi ithakta moina statement thokpa aduga moigi tongan ba social media page singda hatkani tukani haibana mayama tawkhibudo aduna aigi di khuda moi jare khoina budi loina chamana na nungsina na loina budi khanjaba adubu moina tawrakpa thabak thoram singsidhi peace ki mingje sijanaraga peace ki ona taina bangak da tawbani na sigi maramdadi thoidoknai haijaningde moina tawrakpa thabak tuna mayamna khangnaraba wafamni
Manipur Maitai Pangal Welfare Organization MMWO issued press release accusing MLAs, bureaucrats and politicians for misusing Prime Minister Jan Vikas Yojana. The organization stated that the minority community scheme is implemented in Tay state without adhering to guidelines. Security forces arrested 2 suspected arms smugglers from Kaibi Awang Laikai Yaibirel under Sagolmang Police Station in Imphal East District. The apprehended persons are 38-year-old Lisam Nauba alias Laichin of Uyumpok Mamang Laikai and 23-year-old Laisram Chingkai alias Tauba of Sugnu Tangzeng Bazar. From their possession, 110 rounds of 5.56 live ammunition and 2 mobile phones were seized. Manipur police arrested 2 individuals for possession of illegal arms and ammunition from different locations on the Porompat police station in Imphal East District yesterday. The apprehended persons are 40-year-old Tinguzam Sures alias Bimol alias Ibo Hanbi of Sekmaijin Kunau Kakching District, currently residing at Kurai Tongbram Leirak, and 39-year-old Moirangtem Dayamoy of Kurai Soibam Laikai in Imphal East. Both were arrested from their residences. Police seized 1.32 pistol along with magazine loaded with a round, 1 Baofeng handheld set with its charger, 2 mobile handsets and 1 Aadhaar card. S. Tomba and Sons Integrated Fish Farming has announced that it will supply Maitai Sareng to the public at prices lower than those fixed by relevant department for the upcoming Imoinu Ima Iratpa festival. Speaking to media at the farm located in Hyangthang, the farm's owner S. Surchandra said that the farm has been rearing various fish species over the past several years, including Pengba, Sareng, Ngaton and other indigenous varieties. He emphasized the need to scale up Sareng fish farming to ensure adequate availability at affordable prices, particularly during festive seasons when demand is high.
Maitai sereng je handaki kumsi sehigi moinujida di aigi maikei dagi ai sana yoksaba sereng je majagi ai yamdaba sereng keji lising ani dagi tadana haidar henbagi di khaledu lising ni tadana ai manpugi miyamda ai imoinu irat pujana misida sereng masa amam toju sau pikpati dana ko puthona bi pandam dai kanauji sereng je collection to ba hore kiti phagat pa hojare loga mamman ji ai sarkar na lepa department ne lepa sarkar lepa mamman dagi ai tana yonjagani mamman je keji ama to lupa lising am ga samada maina yonjagani.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Christmas greetings from Manipur Governor, Speaker, MLAs, political parties and organizations. So keep watching Impact News.
Slopeland College of Teachers Education की Master of Education M.Ed की दमाग लाखलिबा सेशन 2025-26 की एडमिशन तौननब की दमाग अकक नव सीट खरगी खुदोंग जाबा पिजरी खुदोंग जाबा सी लवी होनब की दमाग मखाद पिजरीबा कांटेक्ट नंबर 9615965922 नत्रगा एखुगी ईमेल slopelandcollege@gmail.com दा कांटेक्ट तौबियु.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla conveys warm greetings to the people of Manipur, especially the Christian community, on the joyous occasion of Christmas. In his message, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla stated that Christmas, celebrated on 25th December, is one more sacred festival of Christian faith. Jesus Christ was the embodiment of peace and compassion, devoted his life spreading message of forgiveness, love and brotherhood. He wishes peace, hope and joy to the state. Chingai AC MLA Kasim Vasum also sent out Christmas and New Year greetings to the people of Manipur. In his message, Kasim Vasum expressed hope that the festive season will bring prosperity to the state, strengthens bonds between different communities and promotes development, peace and harmony throughout the region. Mayang Imphal MLA Kongkham Robindro extended his greetings to the people of the state on the occasion of Christmas falling tomorrow, also wishing a very happy New Year 2026. CPI, Kokomi, All Manipur Students Union, AMSU, Tribal Youth Council Manipur and Federation of All Tribal Youth Club Manipur issued separate press releases conveying Christmas and New Year greetings to the people. Proscribed Revolutionary People's Front RPF also extended Christmas greetings to the people of the state on Christmas Eve, wishing peace, love and brotherhood. In a press release issued by its Minority Affairs Secretary Y. Shyam, the band outfit highlighted the hardships faced by the people amid the prevailing violence in the state. The statement blamed the government of India for the current situation, alleging failure to address the ongoing crisis effectively. RPF further called for unity among indigenous communities, urging them to stand together to face present and future challenges confronting the state. In continuations of United People's Front Manipur UPF memorial observance of 7 years of devastation, UPF carried out observance at Lengondabi Pat, Kasar, Assam. The main highlight of today's observance was paying floral tribute to the brave martyrs who laid down their lives for the land. Speaking on the sidelines, UPF Manipur President Andrew Pachandra stressed that Lengondabi Pat located is where the Maharaj Gambhir Singh and Nara Singh took shelter during Burmese invasion, and the place shares strong historical ties with Manipur. He stressed that seeking blessing and making offering in this historic place will help in forging unity among the people.
Manipur की याम हिस्टोरिक ओइबा मफम मनी हन खजर कांदा एकोय मफम से एका लेका तंबलाक जबनी सिगे लोइना हुजि हुजि लाइरिबा मणिपुर की चनाई नरिबा फिल्म मसिदा एकोय अमु निंग तंबा फांगनादबनि दमकता एकोय इपा इपु सिंग अदुगी मार खुंगिल लिबा ओइना यूके मफम से थुजबनी यूनाइटेड पीपल फ्रंट की मेंबर कुथानी थोई अमदि ऑब्जर्वर एडवाइजर सिंगा एकोयना मसे तानारबा मतुदा अमु हनगरगा मणिपुर मियामदा पाउजेलसे पुजरगा मणिपुर से अमु अना निंग तमना शांति ओइना हंजनजगी हाइबा वाफमदो मफम सिदगी अकोय खोरमजरगा हंजरके हाइबगी वाफमदो पुजरगा लाक्सबनी.
The 32nd Imphal Book Fair held at Manipur Central Library in Kaisampot concluded today after drawing an enthusiastic response from the public. The book fair, which began on December 15, attracted a large number of visitors, particularly students and book lovers. Numerous stalls from within Manipur as well as outside the state were set up at the venue, offering a wide range of books across genres. The annual literary event played a significant role in encouraging reading habits among the masses and promoting a culture of learning and intellectual engagement.
Imphal State Central Library the Haukiwa December Taramanga the Chatarapa Kotran Tusuba Imphal Book Fair 2025 Nasilo Sinuni High River Book Fair Sida Yavala Gomiang Unaduna Book Fair Simatang Makoy Bakolunka Lebeke Habado Paldoma Lominashi. Book fair pang thok chai kudingi as a student amoina kari phau
yam harauze
ko somna lei gena lak pala ek to book fair sidagi pangbra
phang da basu yawe
ko ye mathang pang thorok pa khoi mathang sai da pang thorok da book fair sinda kari karmon gi like sing yohaning bage khoi gi mari lin bo authority da kari haning bale
sum reference yohaning e class 11 12 ki aduga need ke ka gi oiba lai ke ka yang haning
like se bazar da thiba kan da ai sum bazar mafom khang phangdedana sidadi loina haidi publisher mayam oigera yoli mayam pulap oina jaga amda leiramina khoi apam like to sigi jaga ji pulap oina phangbodo adu ga di satra khoi di yamna nungai adu ai ngasi like di thibane constitution ge adu like se phangaktre hana di yawram hai loi gre na hai
mathang bangthok da ba khoi edition da kari karam mohon ge like sing yohaning bage khara thambiram
aina pamada haide hongik se akoi da manipur da akoi central service ki paikha gi haide anauba achauba ino mala na sa tangida aduna changi akoi central service ki oiba like haide related oiba like leidan haide UPSC gi boju haide hongju gi up to date oiba like kha sum haide thamani ne ta seng har kan haide akoi sida leije phai ado hana gi dum leiba nak to oiba do aduna taba hongji ki up to date oiba haide hongji akoi UPSC gi akoi na ISP ka thage haraga ju adu ga related level like ku kha update oiba kha pa mai ta
publisher sing sina su khoi gi huji huji ki chat ka da larik sing se novel gum kari gum ka no sida oina emphasis pi bra na khalle khoi gi competitive campaign competitive exam gum kari gum gi port sidi khoi gi satra khaktana kano to boina asi maroi di atai kaisu sunate khoi gi mobile gi hoji ki AI gi juk su oirakpa aduna larik ki pa bagi larik leibagi habit se kitang nem darak price cho mukhalle maruina khoi gi satra inklak liban haron sing se masai sida makhoi gi tamjari ba larik to gi reference pa ya mama adai competitive exam da refer to ba larik ma ya mama akon ba da khoi gi leiriba novel sa multi oi ma ya mama thamak pa kaisu kai da brain khalle adumai thaman janing
sai khuding gi leptana imphal book fair pangtok pasina khoi gi larik nungsi jaba amadi larik nungsi ra kadori ba ngang sing naha sing da achawai thilama pi na thamjage aduga maroina sida khoi gi larik yoliba sing sigi jo khoi gi larik se chai chu pa tum sitlaga leiba ju oidi hai tare aduna sigumbagi platform sida moida lairiba larik sing si kari kari lei adagi larik makhal kari lei haibana chingba du mayam da su khanghan bagi tanja ma ka phangi na thamjage phana haib sabani kindle hangtoga larik ki manam thoro ya de audio taba adagi any form of electronic tagi larik si pa matam da larik ki manam larik ki feel phangbangam dam nina physical book ki kana ba chu dum leidi leiri en thamjage adu hoi handak sahi gi sales tagi horaga mi lakwa bawa phani amdi handai
Imphal Book Fair pangthok pasina miam da maroina mairu sing da atukimti kana pidi have si miang mai kai di thamlukli tabu hairiba fair sida saru yaba lakpa fair sida yeng lakpa musung laiba lakpa mairu sing mairu kharagi mai kai di thamlukpun tamda maroina central competitive examination singamali na ba khoi reference book sing yamna update over reference book amasung class 11 amasung 12 ki marilin na reference book sing marang kaina thamaning big apama thamli loina na mathang sahi 2026 ta pangthok da ba kuntraum do shuba Imphal book fair gi anaway edition da haidiba sugma ba lyrics sing ase su marang kaina khoi gi marilin authority na thambiragadi yamna nungai gani habasi miyam gi apamani palunjari ba camera person nausag loina lal palwang impact news Imphal.
Observance marking 100 years since the birth of quantum science was held today at SI School, Kanchipur. Today's observance was carried out in connection with the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology celebration declared by United Nations. Speaking on the sidelines, Research Institute of Science and Technology Manipur Chairman Professor Raj Mohan noted that today's celebration highlights the important breakthroughs in science which played pivotal role in around the world in the last 100 years. He recounted that in the year 1901, German physician Max Planck introduced the concept of quantum energy, and in 1925, Austrian Irish physician Erwin Schrödinger and German physician Werner Heisenberg gave birth to quantum science. He noted that quantum science and technology has numerous applications across various fields including energy, health, climate change and economy, among others. He noted that not only students, but everyone must have better understanding of quantum science.
Drug delivery system da anova synthetic drugs anova mayam life saving drugs hanana hona ba matam da arigi akoi world leba population mayam sing si hoyi exponential growth ni 8.4 billion population hoyi henjil eba ko adna singma mayam singi laiba mayam sing kokna ba hona na ba da food ki process problem mayam sing energy ki problem mayam sing sinasimba makal gi mayam sing si da koi gi angak po phangna change la ka dore aduga industrialization gi process ta ang pa cheng la ni aduga maruina akoi gi medical science da mo hena mo conscience la aduna koi genetic engineering gain torga aru koi genetic therapy gain tor masi makal si thol ka dore.
Social scientist Dr. Dhanabir Laistram called upon students to place greater emphasis on practical learning rather than confining their efforts solely to securing high marks. Dr. Dhanabir was speaking at the release of 2026 Prospectus of Successful Educational Foundation School, Konthozam. Speaking at the event, he also underscored the responsibility of schools to place stronger focus on the overall personality development of students, including communication skills, values and confidence to prepare them for future challenges. The event was also attended by CRPF Group Center, Langzing Commandant Namirakpam Kunjarani and Schools Managing Director Sunil Thokchon. The 11th Foundation Day of Manipur University Contract Casual Engaged Staff Association was observed today at the auditorium of Manipur University. Speaking to media on the sidelines of the event, Association President Laurembam Ibecha highlighted the contributions made by the association towards the welfare and development of the university since its inception. She said the association has consistently worked for the betterment of the university. Ibecha further assured that the association would continue its efforts and initiatives in the interest of both staff and university in the days to come.
Manada Bakara Yaropoche, China Yam no Itabagi authority dagi mana and Biona object Tanareba, I do authority not Tony, Nogi process to get to Nogi Chesam Pichan Biro, Loina Chang and Akanda Koinogi, Taunabaya, Navatabaki gets in Yena, the Hybire, Duginamatasu, Adukogi, they still contract that maternity dip to Adum Pibire, authority, and they told of two Matamatambu the Tataru Kudingi, a Kogi central, the Verna Pibi, but central, can say, Oja Hoji, Vidiva, BC Incha, Oja Jugindrona Su, Committee, Chairman Lobidona, Machi over my papa, my Bibi Bagida Mata, Oja Jugindovu Hanana Target.
In a bid to promote economic development, thought self-employment, Nongchup Imphal, Merapai Biapun Balub, jointly with its wing, Naran Konjin, Apunba Merapai Bilub carried out one-day training on paper bag and reed bag making today. The training program was held at Naran Konjin Mamanglekai Community Hall.
Masi akoigi Manipura economy se duki matik sole ado masi kaidagi no haiba mataragadi atu mamangi akoigi corona narakpa adagi natraga lan to khakanatana akoi ta sengna akoigi India gi mafamdagi semjeng matamda Manipur ni state khudimagdi khaidagi akoigi economy sombalamda mamakak oire adu daragadi akoiji akoi isani sabda thabo pijaraka de hingana bagi lambi ama khiyat patabani hingana bagi lambi haibase ai khutsa yakone hite hingba yaroi khutsa sina kai thabak susi ga haibase akoigi munna khanjaraga akoi Nepalna paper bag saba khangde mushroom plantation adegi akoigi gula kai saba tambiba adegi sida santana free pickle makhal makha kayagi adegi phi sangba adegi sina final saba baw yai adegi akoi cake saba sumba training je makhal makha kaya pije.
The NCC Combined Annual Training Camp CATC 2025 of 14 Manipur Battalion NCC concluded today at Padma Ratna English School, Kakching. The annual training camp, which began on December 18, included various activities to promote the spirit of unity and discipline among the youth to become responsible citizens. Today's closing ceremony was graced by Colonel and Gozendra Singh, ex-commanding officer Major B. Rajkumar, camp commandant, principal of all institutes, PI staff and ANOs. The cadets also showcased various cultural items on the theme of unity in diversity. Moreover, certificates were presented to outstanding cadets for their exemplary performance in different activities. Malem Nganba Waikom, son of Waikom Ranjit, resident of Kwakethel Lamdong Laikai, Imphal, Manipur, achieved the prestigious title Mr. Grandiose Notice 2025 contest held in Jorhat, Assam on 22 December. He was also awarded the subtitle Best State Costume designed by Prem Elangbam for his exceptional presentation and cultural representation. The honor highlights his dedication, confidence and commitment to showcasing the rich traditional heritage of Manipur on a regional platform. Wall calendar celebrating Manipuri feature film Yahu Thengba Khoimu, which has received more than 35 international awards and accolades, was released today. The function was organized by Epoch Films Production Manipuri and Jaidev Memorial Foundation Imphal at the conference hall of Yai School of Artists located at YCB Brahmapur. Today's function was attended by story writer, producer of the film, former chairperson of Manipur State Social Welfare Board, Dr. R.K. Nayansana, screenplay and dialogue writer of the film, Khairakpam Biswamitra, director Rakesh Naurem, editor Mohendro KAMS, leading actor Avi Kundrakpam, and child artist Naurem Minaraz, among others. Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO has successfully completed the user evaluation trials of next generation Akas missile Akas NG system. In a statement, Defense Ministry said that during the trials, the missiles successfully intercepted aerial targets at different ranges and altitude, including the near boundary low altitude and long range high altitude scenarios. Akas NG is a potent system for ensuring air defense against different types of aerial threats. It is equipped with an indigenous radio frequency seeker and propelled by a solid rocket motor. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has complimented DRDO, Indian Air Force and industry on the successful completion of user evaluation trials of Akas NG and said that the state-of-the-art missile system will further strengthen air defense capabilities of the IAF. In weather update, Manipur recorded a minimum temperature of 8.5 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius in the last 24 hours. According to the report of ICAR Agrometeorological Unit, Lamphel-Pat, the state recorded humidity of 93% during the morning and 43% humidity in the afternoon. India Meteorological Department Meteorological Center Imphal predicts dry weather in the site during the coming few days. Now the sports news. The 20th Women's and 9th Under-16 Boys State-Level Polo Tournament organized by All Manipur Polo Association commenced today at Mapal Kangzeibung, Imphal. YAS Department Secretary and Praveen Registrar of Cooperative Society Manipur, W. Ibohal, YAS Department Director, Dr. M. Veto, and All Manipur Polo Association President, Dr. Kesara Chandra, graced the opening ceremony. In the first league match of women's group, Chinkai Hunba Polo Club defeated Ibudhau Pakhangba Polo Club 10-2. In the under-16 boys first league match, Arbin Polo Club Team B thrashed New Vision Polo Club Team B 5-1. 5 women teams and 7 boys teams are competing in the tournament. The next 2 matches will be held tomorrow. At the ongoing 5th MNCA Super Plate Cricket Trophy organized by Manipur Cricket Association, MPSC Manipur and PCC Mayai Koibi emerged as victorious after defeating their opponent teams in league matches played today. MPSC Manipur secured 150 runs of a win over UCC Uripo Kangchup Road in the 7th league match, while PCC Mayai Koibi defeated KASC Komidog by 152 runs in the 8th league encounter. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Licenses of 12 ultrasound centers cancelled in Manipur this year for violating provisions of Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act 1994 by determining gender of fetuses. Declining birth rate of girl child leads to growing imbalance in sex ratio. Allegations surface against officials of board and secondary education Manipur for allegedly violating High Court order by refusing to accept textbook printing paper consignments meant for academic session 2026. CSOs and leaders from various communities emphasize that prevailing crisis in Manipur will end only when there is unity and harmony among the indigenous communities. MPCC General Secretary Kesara Chandra raises serious concerns over excessive use of concentrated chemicals in Impal River water treatment, warning that it poses grave health risks. And governors, speaker, MLAs, political parties and various organizations extend Christmas and New Year 2026 greetings to people, calling for peace, hope and progress. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Come up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletins. Wish you all a joyous Christmas Eve and stay safe.
Hi. Impact TV bu miteng tabiriba khwai pumnamakki mafamda anoba chahina lakpada harauk tayamba nungaibatana thalaba chahi kumona ma oirsanu haina yafa pauzal pizeri amadi iramdam